Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm reading for Taurus energy today. You may be cross-watching, you may be Taurus sun, you may have Taurus in your chart, you may just be curious. Hello, everybody's welcome here. It may resonate, it may not. I don't know what message is going to come through until I start to pull cards, so I'm going to be as surprised as you are. If you enjoy the reading, please drop me a like. It really helps out the channel. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, hitting that subscribe button is actually free to do. It just means you'll get notified when my videos go live, and it really supports the channel and helps me out. So thank you to those of you who do that and who are already subscribed and supporting. I appreciate your faces. Leave me a comment if anything particularly resonates. Love to see it. It's really encouraging for me and interesting to get that feedback as well. Yeah, so let's jump in. Taurus energy, Taurus Tuesdays. What have we got? The song that's come through for you is All I Want to Do Is Touch You by Danni Minogue. Somebody could be called Danny. I don't know, maybe somebody's really into the Minogues. I don't know. I may not be that innocent girl that you wanted me to be. Sometimes I just want a lover. Interesting, Aries have put your hands all over me, and I was getting a bit of Taurus energy in that reading. So somebody could be a little bit of a hookup. I don't know. I'm not judging, right? But just be above board, be clear about what you need, right? So if you are the sort of person who needs to have a little bit of fun, experiment, go out with different people, have a good time, that's absolutely fine, okay? As long as you're being truthful and honest with yourself and with the people that you're sharing your body with, and vice versa as well. You expect that honesty in return. I think the problem comes when it's like somebody's, that innocent girl that you wanted me to be. It's like if somebody's getting into a relationship thinking the person that the way there's sweet and innocent, and I mean, I don't like the term innocent. I think you can be a really good person and still have a healthy adult sexual life, but maybe somebody sees somebody as quite virginal perhaps, and they're not. I think if you get into a relationship with somebody, I think it's important to be honest about things like maybe you don't want to jump in straight away with how many partners you've slept with, but if somebody says we're about to start a sexual relationship, I'd like to know kind of your sexual history, how many people have you slept with. I personally think it's important to be honest about that, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit less experienced. It may really matter to them, and I do think it's important to be upfront and honest about all these kinds of things. You don't have to give an exact number, and I think if you're ashamed of doing that, if you're embarrassed about it, then I think that actually tells you that you have a little bit of shadow work to do, because it's like, well, either you're confident and you say, yeah, I've had what, 50 partners, and I'm proud of some of them, I'm not proud of others. Some of them were great, some of them weren't great. It was what I needed at the time. If you're open and honest with it, and open and honest with yourself about it, then I think you can say that and just be like, yeah, this is who I am. Where I think if you're lying about it, if you are ashamed of saying this, then I think there's some shadow work there that you need to go inwards and look at what's going on there. What's going on there with that? Why are you, if you don't want to act like that, if you don't want to be seen that way, why are you behaving like that? What are you looking for? What are you trying to satisfy there that you're not getting elsewhere? Like, why does it bother you what people think about you? I think there's a lot of stuff to unwrap there. If there's a conflict between your appetite and the way you wish to be perceived, and you're not being honest with people and not being honest with yourself, I think there's work to do there. Don't know why that's coming out. It may not be for you. It may be somebody that you're dealing with. We'll find out when I start to pull cards, but it's coming through intuitively. Let's get some letters. So these could be your initials, the initials of somebody that you're thinking of. It could spell out a word. It could make you think of something. It could give you nothing at all, right? Just roll with whatever you get. Getting rolling with the homies from Clueless. Maybe somebody's recently watched Clueless. G, B, Great Britain. It could be from Great Britain. I was getting bean, and now I'm getting beano. There's no N there, but that's what I'm getting. So, but whatever you get from that, right? Whatever you get from that, that's the words that came out. Bear for somebody as well. BO. Nobody has BO. We all have BO from time to time. It's normal. It's healthy, right? Just, if it's ongoing, it's a problem, right? Sometimes we need. Some of us are stinkier than others. It's okay. We all have something. Queen of Wands came out there. I don't know if that's just a comment on desirability or something. I don't know if it's for you. It'll come back out if it's meant to be for your reading. Okay, Taurus energy. What have we got for Taurus today, please? Some kind of truth. Excuse me, I don't know why I've gone so burpy. I do. I've just ate a load of spinach. Fresh raw spinach. So those fresh vegetables really kind of repeat on you. Truth. An apology possibly. Or somebody expressing feelings. You expressing feelings. This is your energy. Again, flip it and reverse it if needs be. Oh, you've got 2 aces. Fresh start here with something. 3 aces. And then feeling trapped. Great. Well done. Love that. Love when you get all enthusiastic about something then run straight into a trap. Oh, I had this in one of my readings as well. It was like feeling really enthusiastic about something, but there being red tape, right? Like wanting to run towards something, like a new creative idea, something fresh, something new, something exciting, something you really want to just like jump on board with, and then there being red tape and it's being like you can't do that though, there's restrictions, or getting in your own head about it. But we'll see, we'll clarify. So definitely something really new, definitely something really exciting. Page of Pentacles there. It feels like an opportunity to do something new, or an opportunity to learn something, or be part of some kind of project, or like an apprentice kind of energy. This is very much apprenticeship. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's just my daughter. Not just my daughter, but it was my daughter returning something to me. That's why I had to stop. But yeah, so like an apprentice, somebody who's new, somebody who's learning specifically like new skills or new knowledge, something practical, like let's figure this out. It's kind of like drawing board energy as well. Let's figure this out. How do we do this? It's coming in definitely as something new. 3 aces. This is like fresh, new, brand new idea, new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, an offer. Ace of Swords is information, clarity, news, light bulb moment. Ace of Wands is something that you're very passionate about. It's like a new creative idea. Feels like a new information. Here's this new job that's coming up, or hey, here's this job offer, it's this creative project, do you want to come and do it? Like, yes, brilliant, seems amazing, great, brand new opportunity, divinely guided, with aces being like divinely guided opportunities. Very much feeling like very, very new, very fresh, very new. 2 pages. Pages are young, the children, they learning. So you could be quite young, or this situation is just really new and you're going into it as somebody who's not very experienced. So Page of Cups is emotions. So learning about emotions here. The thing about a Page of Cups is it's got a little bit of energy of like, is this too good to be true to it? It's like, can I really believe in this? But with it being that Piscean energy, it's like, yes, you can believe in this. Like, you know, the fantasy is real, because the fish in the cup symbolizes the impossible being possible. But it could be very, very emotionally overwhelming for you. This tide coming in is like, yeah, it's just like not prepared for the emotions that are going to come in with this. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Again, it can be an apology. It can be somebody expressing their feelings towards you. Again, feeling very new. It just feels like suddenly seeing something, suddenly having an idea, suddenly receiving news or information, feeling very overwhelmed by it. Again, it could be you feel overwhelmed because you're not very experienced. And then it does run into this getting stuck in your own head energy. The 8 of Swords is normally somebody who perceives themselves as having their hands tied, perceives themselves as being trapped when they're not necessarily trapped. You know, she's blindfolded, she's got her hands tied, she's surrounded by the swords, she can't see a way out. But there is a way out. You know, normally the chains are quite loose, she can kind of wriggle a way out of there. You know, normally she'd see, if she took that blindfold off, that there are gaps in those swords she could walk through. But the swords represent thought, so normally it's somebody who's kind of getting in their own head. It kind of feels a bit like imposter syndrome. I can't do this, I don't have the experience to do this. That kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll clarify. We'll get some more information. I feel like you probably can do it. It just feels so so new, and you feel so naive and inexperienced. It feels like it just feels very overwhelming. I think that's what's getting you stuck in your own head. But it looks good. It looks good. Carrot. The carrot on the stick, right? Opportunity or windfall. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I said opportunity. You're going to get news of an opportunity. Something looks really good. Looks really exciting. I feel excited about it already. Yeah, the carrot on the stick. Like, it's tempting. It's tempting. You're looking at it. You want it. And then you're like, it's like you sabotage yourself. That's how it feels. I can't do it. I don't have the skills. I'm not good enough. It feels like self-sabotage. Page of Cups there, Archway. New opportunities, unbelievable. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. There is something. There's an opportunity for you. What's the Ace of Pentacles? Okay, you got 2 for that one. But you are highly thought of. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get offered something, or like the opportunities coming your way because you're highly thought of. I've got this feeling of like you feel quite new to it. You feel a little bit like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I have the skills. I feel really not very prepared. You know, I feel like a child in this situation. Everybody else seems so much more experienced, but it's like you're being offered this thing, or this door's opening to you because people do think well of you. It's like they don't expect you to come in and be the boss, right? They don't expect you to come in and know exactly how the business works, you know, like to be like fire on all cylinders. Like, they understand that you're coming in as an apprentice. They understand that you're coming in with a willingness to learn. And it could be actually the fresh new perspective that you bring is actually what this company needs. So don't worry about not feeling like perhaps you have, you know, perhaps that list of qualifications, maybe you don't tick off every single one of them, but as long as you've got the willingness to learn, as long as you're open, as long as you come in with this kind of I'm ready to learn, I'm going to gain the skills here, I'm going to gain the knowledge, you know, I think you're going to be okay. Seahorse, family matters. Could be, I had this as well in my reading. I had this thing about you know, wanting to do something that was really creative and fun, like really passionate about it, really feeling like it was for you. But then the red tape in my reading came through with a nest, and it was saying like, it's that feeling of like, because I'm a mum, it's like you know, an opportunity to go and work somewhere, but maybe you have to travel to do it, and it's like, well, I can't just, who's going to pick up the kids from school, who's going to make sure they do their homework and brush their teeth? So it's that feeling of like it could be that there's something going on with your family that kind of holds you back from, you know, it's literally, it's like he's holding himself back. It could be concerns about your family, concerns about, I want to do this thing, but maybe I'm not going to earn as much money doing this as what I was doing before, but it feels really good. It feels like a great opportunity. Who's going to pay the bills? It could be that sort of thing. But the lovely thing about the seahorse is that they're meant to mate up for life. There's meant to be 2 seahorses, and they take care of the family matters together. In this card, he's actually, he, she, they. The male seahorse normally carries the eggs, but or looks after the eggs. I don't know, seahorse stuff. It's funny that I'm actually planning on going to an aquarium, and I may be there. I'm recording this on Monday for Tuesday, and I may be at the aquarium on Tuesday. Yeah, and I love seeing the seahorses, but they wrap the tails around another seahorse, and here it's like holding onto this grass, so it's got this energy of maybe like a single parent or somebody who's holding the family together by themselves. And desk, pay attention to your work. Family matters, family and work. Pay attention to your work, family matters. I don't know. But you can do things, like I would say, I'm doing this reading a day ahead because I may not be around on Tuesday to do it. I don't know, I'm 100% sure. I'm not really a planner, but you can you can pre-record, right? You can get ahead of your work if there's something you want to do with your family. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Yeah, you do. You're on the right path, right? Interesting that red tape's there as well. Look around the bottom of this arrow. So I feel like keep heading in that direction. You know, if you can't quite see, I feel like the path is opening up. It may not be that all the steps are clear right now, but you definitely see, you know where you're heading, I want to say. And I feel like there is some kind of change coming in because of that butterfly on that card as well. So yeah, there's something opening up, and it feels like it's for you because you're well thought of, right? It's because people like what you do. They like you, I want to say. What's going on with this Ace of Swords, please, and the opportunity or windfall? Somebody has options. I feel like you are getting chosen. You know, maybe you've applied for something, you're getting chosen over the other applicants. Yeah, this is... it's a card about options, it's a card about choices, but I always see this as like that person is picking you, right? They're not interested in any of those other options, they want you. Like you've been handpicked for something, I want to say. And I think you're going to receive news of this. I hope this is your reading. It's not going to be for everybody. Again, you may be like, I thought I was going to get a new opportunity. It may be for one person. I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, but if something does come up for you and it's really fresh and new and exciting and you feel like you've been handpicked, don't let those feelings of like not being good enough hold you back, because I feel like, you know, they've chosen you for a reason, right? They know that they want you. They don't expect you to have all the experience. And again, I think maybe this is why I was getting that thing about like sexual experience at the beginning of the reading, because it also applies in this setting as well, in a work environment, in terms of you know, just be honest and say, I don't have much experience of this, but I'm willing to learn. You know, I think, and then people, you know, then the workplace knows that you need that extra support. You know, you need the extra guidance, you need a mentor, you need somebody that you can go to when you've got questions. But if you go in acting like you've got all the experience, you know, you're Jack the Lad, you know exactly what you're doing, you know, people are just going to let you get on with it and then be like, well, you told us you could do this, why haven't you got the results? And it's because you didn't have the people to lean on when you needed the support. So just be honest about your experience, I think is the message here, in whatever way that comes through for you. Okay, yeah, you definitely, what is all this? There's that Queen of Wands again. World, Chariot, Two of Pentacles. I'm going to pop them back in. They'll come back out again if needs be. That Queen of Wands, though, is definitely trying to show herself. Be careful about comparing yourself to others. The Queen of Wands is normally very, very confident, very charismatic. She seems like she's got it all going on. You know, she's very opinionated. She's very passionate. She knows what she wants. She goes and gets it. So if you're up against somebody, especially if there's some kind of competition, you know, you're competing for the same job and this other person's there, you know, looking like an absolute dynamo, looking like, you know, magnetic, everybody's focusing on them. They seem like they're the center of attention. They seem like they're super confident. You know, brilliant. I love the Queen of Wands, but that might not be what they're looking for. They might be looking for somebody who they can train up, right? They might be looking for somebody who's, got a fresh perspective, you know, somebody who's willing to learn, rather than the Queen of Wands character who kind of comes in like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it, right? They may be looking for somebody who's a bit more flexible. So just be aware of that. Don't compare yourself to the Queen of Wands. She's probably got a lot more experience than you as well. And don't say that in a harsh way. I just say that in terms of she's had more experience in whatever this is, you know? You gain experience over time. Nobody's born with experience. That's not how it works, unless you're Pisces, because they kind of had that message. This is Pisces. Yeah, Pisces had this message. I don't know if it applies to you or not, about a brand new, a blank slate, fresh start. Like every time you step out of that door, seeing it as like, almost like this is a brand new day. This day is full of opportunities. I do not carry anything from the past behind me except for my skills, my experience, you know, the lessons that I've learned. You know, having that like fresh start mentality every single day, but recognizing that you're not a newborn baby, you've actually got quite a big skill set of life experience behind you. There's something that's out of control. something that feels like it's pulling you in two different directions, or somebody else around you who is, or two different forces who are pulling you in different directions. Interesting with this pathway. Yeah, you feel torn. I feel like you could feel torn between family and work. You know, you feel pulled in two different directions. So get more on that, please. Ace of Pentacles, family matters, and pay attention to your work. Tell me about this, please, for Taurus. Yeah, you've got somebody here who it's been showing up a little bit, actually, this King of Pentacles for everybody. The King of Pentacles could be somebody who's like a boss, a father, a husband. It could be, again, this feeling of like, you've been working very, very hard on something, but your husband has been taking care of the family, or your husband's always out at work, you're the one taking care of the family, that kind of thing. It could be a business partner, a father. They're coming through as more experienced than you. I kind of feel like because it's coming through the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles can represent somebody who's like a boss, who can give you a job offer, right? This is the person who's going to gift you the Ace of Pentacles. Come and work with me. Here's your salary, you know, that kind of thing. So it feels like this is the person bringing in this new opportunity for you. And it's practical, it's tangible, it's real. It's a contract, it's money, it's, you know, I'm going to train you up, I'm going to give you these skills. They're coming in as senior to you because you're coming through this page energy, this double page energy, and all this newness. So it does feel like you are less experienced than this person. This person's very experienced, very, very skilled. If they're running a business, they know how to run that business on a practical level. You know, they know the ins and outs. They know how the money works. They know everything, right? They're very well established. So it feels like this could be some kind of a mentor or like a fatherly type figure for you, who is going to it's almost like they're going to give you one pentacle and see how you get on with it. So it could be, hey, I'm going to throw this project at you, let's see what you do with it, I'll give you some feedback, you know, you can take that feedback on board, we'll give you another pentacle, we'll see how you apply that feedback. Feels like somebody who's kind of like easing you into it gently. They're a source of information in terms of they can give you very practical information about how to get stuff done. You know, you want to apply for a loan, this person is going to tell you the best places and how and what paperwork you need to fill out. You know, you want to get that project done, this person's going to be like, here's the jobs list, this is what I expect you to do. Very, very, very practical. But again, could definitely be something to do with like money or household, or who's doing what. So tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some direction in your life. Temperance. There's something that you are trying to balance out here. Again, it feels like balancing your emotional life with the things that you're passionate about, balancing out the Cups energy, which is kind of like connections with other people, with the kind of fire energy of the Wands, which is like the need for creativity, the need to express yourself. You feel like you are kind of dipping your toe into the waters a little bit with whatever this is. You're going slowly, being patient. Feels like whatever you're doing, you're kind of doing it right. King of Cups energy. So again, this feels like boss and partner, perhaps, or this person is another king, so it could be the same person as well. It could be somebody else entirely. Again, somebody who's feeling like they're senior to you because you're showing as the page. This could be somebody who's a father. This is Taurus energy, this is Scorpio energy, this is Sagittarius energy, this is Cancer energy. Any of those signs could mean something to you or not, doesn't really matter. It's about the energy that that person's embodying. These could be men, but they don't have to be. But the King of Cups feels like a father figure. It's kind of telling me this person's very compassionate. They have very deep emotions. They really care about whatever it is that they're doing. It does have that kind of like fatherly energy to me, especially if you think about the seahorse. The seahorse being somebody who's... it could be that somebody outside of you, like your partner, is actually changing roles. It has that energy quite strongly of... I don't know how you identify, so please do feel free to flip it and reverse it. This is just one example. There is quite a strong message here about I have an opportunity to go and do something that I love. I have an opportunity here to go and do something that may actually be quite you know, it's something I'm really passionate about doing as probably a career, but I've been the homemaker. I've been the one taking care of the family, where your partner may have been the breadwinner, but maybe you're going to switch roles, and maybe this person's going to be more of, you know, a house husband, you know, a stay-at-home dad, while you go off and chase this very new, potentially very lucrative opportunity. It's definitely something that you're very passionate about doing. So it could be that you have a very supportive partner who's willing to switch roles with you, or possibly take up more of that, more of the household chores, more of the responsibilities of parenting, so that you can kind of like get out there and really investigate what this is. So it does feel like there's some kind of work-life balance happening here, where you're negotiating possibly with other people around you, possibly your own father, right? Your own father, would you be able to come and help out with the kids more? Would you be able to take the kids after school so I can get, you know, go and follow this passion project? It has that kind of feeling to it. So but yeah, deep emotions. This is somebody that you can go to for emotional support. If you need somebody who to talk about your feelings with, this person is a great listener. Yeah, this is kind of like practical advice. This is more somebody who's going to meet those emotional needs a little bit more. It could be that this is the same person playing both of those roles for you, especially with Temperance card in the middle, because that is showing me an alchemy between two different energies. So it could be this one person who embodies these two different roles. All right. What do I want to go to for advice for you? Feeling the energy oracle. So I've been using the tea leaf deck and the Witch's Tarot so far. I'm going to use the adjacent possibilities. That feels like it could be something for you as well. So advice please for Taurus. Oh, advice please for Taurus. I'm not going to take all those. I was getting distracted by, you know, getting Bino and the letter G. It's kind of making me think of Nasha. I don't know if anyone knows those kind of Beano characters. Nasha, that dog. Daughter Spirit, Blossoming Abundance, and Yin and Yang. I feel like Yin and Yang could actually be the message for you, especially with this kind of Temperance energy, this balancing out these two energies, this Chariot energy. Yin Yang could definitely be a message for you. Anything else? There you go. Fourth chakra, okay, Archangel Raphael. This feels like this energy, like the heart chakra. Okay, so this is a very positive reading. It's very, I'm really curious if anyone's comfortable. Let me know in the comments. Maybe this is going to take a little bit of a while to play out. But when this comes up for you, if you want to let me know what this was for you in the comments, I'd be really curious to hear that feedback. Okay, so yin yang, passive, active, intuitive, logical. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify this particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a great time of receptivity, intuition, and gestation. Again, like this gestation thing could be a project that's gestating. It could take a while for it to show, or like you could hear about it, but then it takes a while to get off the ground. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine your present activity. It is an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective, so open up to these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Affirmation. I am open to understanding the cycle I am in and willing to utilize its energy beneficially. All that I need is already a part of me. All that I need is already a part of me. Yeah, you are everything you need, right? You are the yin and yang. You know, a lot of the time people go chasing the counterpart energy outside of themselves, when actually you have everything you need within you. You just have to activate those parts of yourself. And sometimes circumstances can activate those parts of ourselves for us that, you know, we can develop sides of our nature that we didn't even know we had, right? And it does feel like you're entering a cycle where you're going to develop some new skills here, and you're going to have the opportunity to have some kind of growth. So that's really exciting and really fresh and really new, and really healthy. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. I mean, this is a very nurturing energy, very fatherly, because you're showing as a younger energy. This feels like very fatherly and very supportive. Supportive both financially and tangibly, like practical support and emotional support. Really, really nice energy actually coming from this. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. I'm not seeing that though. I'm not seeing the cards that would indicate that, like 3 and 4 of swords, but take it if it resonates. It could be this person. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. That's really nice. My heart chakra, my 4th chakra, is open to its perfect, healthy, and joyful state. The energy of love flows through me now, and I live in love. That's really nice. All right, I hope that reading was helpful to you, Taurus. Again, leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free to do and it really helps out the channel. Thank you to everybody who supports me so far. Feel free to share this with your Taurus friends if you think they need to hear it. And do look to give me that feedback if you're comfortable with what that is, because it looks exciting and fun. Take care of yourselves as always. Love yourselves first, and spread that beautiful love and light to everybody else that you know as well. Take care. I will see you again soon. Bye bye.